In the last video, you completed your calendar for your Learning Journal assignment. Now we're going to turn the calendar in. You're going to go to the Dropboxes tab, and you're going to see Assignment 1.1, which is Learning Journal. Again, the Learning Journal consists of turning in a calendar on Monday, posting to your Learning Journal every school day, and completing a reflection at the end of the week. So what you're going to do to begin is you're going to go down here where it says Discuss Learning Journal, and you're going to click that. You're going to choose Write Post. You can submit your calendar two different ways. You can create a table into the text area, and I will show you how to do that. And then you can transfer the information from your table into this table, or you can copy and paste the table that you already created. So I'm going to show you how to create a table. Your toolbar probably looks like this, that you don't have that many icons. To get more icons, you're going to choose More. And when you choose More, it's going to give you this table icon. The first thing we need to do is we need to indicate the day of the week. So I'm going to put Monday. Normally you'll turn in your calendar on Monday, but if you have Monday as a holiday, you can turn it in on Tuesday. So I'm going to highlight that. If I make a table, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here to this table icon. I have to have chosen More, so it gives me more icons. Choose the table icon. You're going to put the word calendar at the top. Number of rows is going to be 2 rows. The number of columns will be 7 columns for the 7 days of the week. Width is going to be 100, and you need to change it from pixels to percent. That's important. So 2 rows, 7 columns, 100%, and then click OK. Now what you'll do is you'll put the days of the week in the top, and so you'll just do Monday, and this will adjust over as you put in the days, and so it'll be even. So you'll do that and so on so that you have all the days of the week. And then you're going to list each assignment in the next row. So you would put Assignment 1.1 Learning Journal. Remember that needs to be done every school day. You don't need to log on to the Learning Journal if it's a holiday or if it's the weekend. And then if you want to just copy that, you could to these other ones. Press Enter, and you'll do the next assignment. So it could be online, was 1.2, Online Essentials. And you can complete your Learning Journal, your calendar for your Learning Journal that way. You're also going to put underneath it, today I completed my calendar, and assignment 1.2. Make sure that you write in complete sentences, and you can always spell check your work. So you notice up here at the top there's an icon to spell check your work. So I'm going to go ahead and spell check and make sure I haven't made any mistakes. And online, now that's okay. Online is okay, so I'm going to say ignore. And everything else is okay. So sometimes it'll give you faults, but you need to check it to be sure. Then make sure that you choose, when you get this all finished with all your assignments, you'll choose Save and Post. And that will post your Learning Journal, your calendar to your Learning Journal. Okay? The next thing you could do, though, is if you wanted to, I'm going to come back here, if you wanted to, you could copy and paste the table or the calendar you've already completed. So what you would do is you need to select all of it. So you press Control-A to select it all. You can either choose the copy icon, see right here where it says copy, or Control-C, or if you have a Mac, Apple-C. Come over to here, and I'm going to, just underneath it, I'm going to do the second table. So this is just another way you can do it, one or the other, and then you would copy the table in there for you for your second table. And it's going to copy your second table, that table in there for you. So you can do it one way or another. You can either copy it, or from the template that's given to you, fill it out and copy it, or you can create a table inside the text area and create your calendar. Either way. But it needs all of the assignments for the week, and when you get done, be sure you press Save. So that would be Monday, the calendar, and then what you completed. and that would be 11 points for Monday. That's 10 points for your calendar, 1 point for posting. And then the other school days, you're going to go ahead and put the day of the week along with the assignments that you complete. On Friday, you're going to put the day, or it doesn't have to be Friday actually, it can be the end of the week, sometime before Sunday at midnight, you're going to complete your 1 or 2 paragraph essay or reflection based on what you learned during the week. And depending on if it's 1 or 2 paragraphs, depends on what your teacher asks for. So be sure to read the directions carefully so that you answer all the questions. So that concludes our learning journal. Remember that that's something you post to every single school day, and it's how your teacher takes roll. So you want to make sure that you post to it every day and spend time on that weekly reflection and calendar. Okay, we spent a lot of time on the learning journal. The other assignments, the instructions won't take quite so long. The next assignment, of course, is 1.2 Online Essentials that you're completing now. When you get finished with these videos, you're going to go to the drop boxes and you're going to choose 1.2, and there's going to be some questions that are based on these videos. Then you're going to go to assignment 1.3. We're going to click that and look at that. That is an online scavenger hunt. And you're going to learn about some of the topics that are really very important to online learning. And you're going to complete this scavenger hunt, and you're going to make sure that when you complete it, you're going to go to the sites and you're going to answer the questions carefully, making sure that you spell the words correctly, because you're going to use those words to complete a quiz, the answers from this to complete a quiz. And if you type them in incorrectly, then you're going to get the answer wrong in the quiz. So make sure you type the word incorrectly. Thoroughly complete this, save it, and then when you get done, you're going to go to the Dropboxes tab. You're going to see Online Scavenger Hunt. You're going to choose the link right here that says Exam 1.3 Online Scavenger Hunt. Like I said, you're going to use the answers from the scavenger hunt you completed to take this little quiz. And then what you're going to do is you're going to this will be your first attempt, but what you'll do is you're going to say Start Exam. You're going to press that, and then you're going to answer each question based on, and those are going to be just the same as the questions in here. So you notice that the first question, you should always include a meaningful, and then the answer is, you are going to put the answer from your scavenger hunt that you completed into the quiz. When you get done, you're going to press OK, and then you're going to answer each question, press OK. When you get done, you're going to choose I'm finished. So that concludes the online scavenger hunt. Let's look at the next assignment. The next assignment is the Cypress Safety Video Guide. And in this assignment, what you're going to do is you're going to download a video guide, which is again over in your handout section. You're going to watch 2 videos and fill out or complete the video guide. You're going to save it when you get done, and then to turn it in, you're going to go to the Dropboxes tab. You're going to go to Cyber Safety Video Guide. You're going to choose Hand In. You have 2 choices. You can attach a file or add a note. Sometimes your teacher will ask you to add a note. When you do that, when you click it, Add a Note, gives you the option to write in a text box, and you'll choose Hand In. But in this instance, you're going to attach a file. So you choose Attach a File, choose Browse, choose the Scavenger Hunt, and then choose Hand In. And after you hand it in, it'll take a second to upload. You should see a check mark right here. We're going to go back to our week 1 assignments, and we're going to look at our last assignment, which is 1.5 Tracking Teresa. In this assignment, this is a discussion, and the instructions tell us to go to the Discussions tab to complete it. We're going to read the instructions here. You're going to read the instructions, and then make sure that you look at the grading rubric carefully, because that's how you're going to be graded. And then you're going to go to the Discussions tab this time. So all discussions are on the Discussions tab. Everything else you turn in will be on the Dropboxes tab. Here's the 1.5, Tracking Teresa Discussion. You're going to choose the link. Then you're going to answer these questions by choosing Write Post. Answer your questions. Make sure you use complete sentences. Spell check your work. And in addition, after you've posted your assignment, you're going to respond to at least 2 other students' posts. Make sure that the posts are more than just I agree or I don't agree. Make sure that you're bringing the conversation forward, asking questions, asking for justification, and maybe providing more resources, but really discussing the topics, because the purpose of the discussion is for us to learn from one another. So you want to make sure that you're contributing to that discussion. So you're going to write your answers in here and choose Save Post, and then you'll respond to at least 2 other students' posts. That concludes all of the assignments for week 1. Again, the assignments for week 1 are the Learning Journal, which you're going to post to every school day. On Monday, you complete a calendar. At the end of the week, you complete a reflection. The assignment 1.2, the online course essentials, which you're going to watch the videos and then answer some questions in the Dropbox. A scavenger hunt, where you're going to fill out a scavenger hunt and then complete a quiz in the Dropboxes tab. A video guide, where you're going to watch some videos and then you're going to complete the guide and then upload that to the Dropbox. And then a discussion, where you're going to participate in a discussion with other students about a cyber safety issue. That concludes all of the assignments for week 1.